So today's podcast is going to be a little different. I'm going to have my guest. We're going to be talking on the phone. I'm going to have him on speaker. It's one of my campers when I was a counselor at the LEAP program in New Haven. I've known this kid since he was 10. It means a great deal to me. His name's Chicken. His real name's Reggie, but his mother gave him the nickname Chicken, so that's what he goes by. And he's practically family. He's like a brother or a son to me. And I'm very excited to chat with him, and I hope you enjoy our conversation. We've done many things. We went to Baltimore, New York together, and we'll talk about some things in our relationship. Just sent me a beautiful picture I'll mention today. Look at that artwork, Rosie. You got that made for my daughter. My daughters, twin daughters. We're getting this framed, then we're going to put it right in their bedroom. My second podcast, my first one, I had Matt Dix. It was great. He's a wonderful guest, but I like Chicken a lot more. Don't tell Matt. I'm anxiously waiting his phone call. It is 3:20. Said he was going to call around 3:30. And Chicken is in the Osborne Correctional Facility. That's in Wilton, Connecticut. He is serving time for, he'll get into it, but robbery. So we'll maybe touch on that if he would like to. But we had some wonderful, wonderful times together, and I enjoy his call. He calls me once a week. He's written letters to my daughters, and they're building a relationship. He knows my mom, my brother, my sister, my wife. Loves them. We'll get into a funny story. When I was bringing my wife to New York City, we were going to meet in New Haven. We were going to have a special date. Just me and her in New York, and here I show up with Chicken, Reggie. And she happily brought him along, and we had a wonderful day. We went skating in Rockefeller Center. We went to Serendipity, had a frozen hot chocolate. We made a full day of it, and I was just so glad he was able to join us that day. It's Dave, Direct Line Media. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
It means a lot for me to give me this opportunity. I can't thank you enough. Direct Line Media. Check them out.
I can do it.
Yes.
This is a prepaid collect call from
Rich.
an inmate at
Osborne Correctional Institution.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Yo.
What's going on?
Chicken.
All right.
All right, buddy. Want to let you know we're up and running.
Uh-huh.
I want to thank you for having this conversation.
You're welcome. That's no problem. You know that.
Yeah. So I just got some pictures laid out. I was showing off the Rosie painting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We can talk. I introduced how we met each other. I think it was like, what year was it? If my memory, do we match up?
I was 10. I just turned 10. So it was like 22 years ago, something like that.
How old are you now?
32.
Yeah. Yep. So I had a group of 10, 11, and 12 fifth graders. I was sophomore at Southern Connecticut State University, and I worked for LEAP, and you were a camper at LEAP, right?
Yep.
Who was
I was a LEAP kid.
Who was your favorite counselor of all time?
Eric Feeney. Main man. My God.
That's awesome, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, I got the picture. It's so funny. You're on Trayvon's shoulders when we were in Baltimore, and then we had a chicken match. Butters on Bubba's shoulders, and you guys were pushing and shoving on each other's shoulders.
Yeah. We used to do, what we used to call that? I forgot what we used to call that.
When you got to push
We
each
got
other.
a name for it.
In the pool, I think it's called chicken in the pool. You
Yeah,
push,
but when we used to do the pyramids, we used to do,
oh, yep.
I forgot we had a crazy name for that.
And then the picture of us at the Orioles game.
Okay, when we went to Baltimore or Cincinnati, one of them.
Yep. I'm actually right next to you. You have a Ken Griffey Jr. shirt.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep, I remember that. Yep. Had the Marlins jersey.
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
So that was good times. I mean, I was telling Dave, I'm here with Dave at Direct Line Media. We're doing a podcast. And
Hey, what's going on, Dave?
What's happening, Reggie?
Thanks for
How
letting
you doing?
And then we had a fundraise to go to Baltimore, and we got a picture of us picking up trash around the community of New Haven. We did a trash-a-thon, and people sponsored our bags of trash, so we collected it. Oh, great action shot of Hugh playing flag football.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the Jets.
Okay. Jets. Every Sunday you'll come get us, a group of kids from New Haven. We'll go out, play flag football at Bucks Hill Park in Waterbury.
Yep.
Beautiful times, man.
Yeah, I would get up early, go to the Leap office, get the Leap van, pick all my team up, drive them to Waterbury, and we participated. And we made it to the championship, and we got robbed. That
Made
was...
it to the regional. We made it to the championship and to the regionals.
Oh, that's right. Good team. No, yeah, I was just saying how, I mean, I'm so happy we still have this relationship. And then you're writing the letters to my daughter, and you just mean a lot to me, my family.
Yep.
You are my family. You know that.
Absolutely. The feeling's mutual. I mean, like, since the beginning, you always been right there, coaching me, trying to keep me on the right path, because you knew my situation, my living conditions, and you knew how real it was. So it was always love from the beginning. I noticed that. But, you know, as an adult, I made some decisions that had nothing to do with your teaching. I made some decisions on my own that led me in this place, but I got it together now, and I'm going to come home and start this new chapter in my life, man.
Yep, and I'm going to be there for you, and I'm proud of you. You definitely are making wonderful, positive strides in the right direction, and I know you're going to get out and do great things.
Thank you.
And, you know, just like when you were 10, I'll always be there for you. Do you want to talk about when you were 10, some of your situations?
I mean, so when I first met Eric Feeney, 10 years old, I was going through a rough patch with my mom and my family. My mom was struggling with addiction. By the grace of God, she overcame that. She just stopped cold turkey and been on the right track ever since. But that kind of bothered me. So when I transitioned to adulthood, I still was dealing with that. I always had a chip on my shoulder about that, and I didn't know how to deal with it at the time. So it led me to this situation. But when I was 10 years old, it was beautiful times, man, with you and the whole group. Every time I got to leave, every time I went to leave, it would just take me away from home and just take me away from everything. I remember one time that it was just me, you, and your girlfriend then, your wife now, Nicole. We went to Rockefeller Center in New York, went ice skating. That probably was the best time of my life.
Yeah, I'm looking at that picture right now.
Beautiful day, man. It was crazy. Just to experience that type of place, first time in New York ever, and just to experience that ice skating. And I mean, I was always good rollerblading, so when I got on ice, it was just like natural. So
I know we were flying around that place, like cutting in and out of people.
yeah, it was crazy.
I think we started. Go ahead.
It was natural.
Me and you were like.
We started
Go ahead.
photo bombing people, jumping behind people, pictures, all types of crazy stuff. It was a fun time, man.
I know. I remember dipping in and out of people playing tag.
Yeah, yep.
And people were like, "What are these guys doing? Can't they just skate nice?"
Beautiful time.
Nicole and I joke. She, you know, you knew she expected like a date, me and her. And then I showed up with.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then I.
Crashed the party. I remember when y'all first met. The first date, I was there. We went to wrestling.
Yep. And what'd you say to her?
First time I met her, I said, "How you doing? My name is Chicken." She said, "Hi." I said, "What's your name?" She wanted to go say her name. I said, "It doesn't matter what your name is."
It doesn't matter what your name
It doesn't
is.
matter what your name is.
That's from The Rock.
Yeah, she laughed. She laughed real hard.
Yep, she was a big wrestling fan. We had that common interest. I know we went to wrestling, me and you.
Yep.
You wore my Degeneration X T-shirt. I went dressed as The Rock. I just sent you that picture too, right? Don't you have that picture on you now?
Yeah, I had that picture. I had that one. We was ice skating, and when we were the wrestling that day, they were going to pick up Nicole at her dorm room.
Yeah, this picture right here, you're like, you were definitely a natural when it came to ice skating. It was awesome.
It was a lovely time. And then when we used to go play football, your mom would make the whole team sandwiches before the game, and after the game, we'll either eat whatever we wanted. She'll make us tacos, chili dogs, burgers, whatever we wanted. It was like a buffet. It was just ridiculous. It was crazy. We'll have competitions who can eat the most.
I know when I first told her I was riding with you and communicating, she's like, "Tell him I said hi."
Yeah.
And I remember the whole van, a van of kids. You guys would eat like 7 peanut butter jelly sandwiches each
Before the game.
Had to fuel up, and then get back to the house and have a taco eating contest.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was some good times, man. I swear.
Those were great times. And we just laugh on the way to and from, in the van, playing music.
Yep. I mean, we barely lost games then. Until we got to that championship and the ref robbed us of that game.
Yeah. No. I think discrimination has a lot to do with that game right there.
Absolutely. It's like this dude didn't rep the whole year. His son was playing us in the championship. He didn't rep the whole year. Now all of a sudden he want to ref a game and calling all type of crazy calls on us.
He called a flag guarding on 3rd down, which I think one of the twins made this 6-spin move, shook a kid, and then he called flag guarding. He didn't even throw his flag. The guy was so nervous and didn't know what to call. He threw his hat, made up some call, so we got the penalty, lost it down, they got the ball, and then they won. I was so mad.
Yeah, they got us. They robbed us for that game.
And you guys
it was still a close game.
Yeah. And you guys were upset, and I said, there's going to be ups and downs, and there's going to be some unfair, not every life isn't fair. Was the lesson learned that day?
I remember that. You sat us down. We all took a knee, and you explained to us that this is a lesson in life. This is a life lesson. I mean, we were all in our feelings. We were young at the time. We didn't know how to handle it, but we was mad. We understand what you was talking about, but you're absolutely right. Everything not going to go your way. Got to learn how to deal with discrimination and a bunch of other stuff like throw at you. I mean, you always was good with that, especially with me. Like, out of our whole group, I probably was one of the... I probably had the worst attitude out of everybody. You always knew how to calm me down, get through to me.
Yeah.
Always.
No, you were, since day one, we had that bond. I don't know, I knew I empathized with your situation, and I wanted to make sure that you had opportunities, and you were a funny kid, and you just,
Absolutely. And I sense that too. That's why I always gave you the utmost respect every time. You even got me my first computer.
That's right.
It was a Gateway 2000. You even got me my first computer. It was a Gateway 2000 computer. You even got me my first computer. I remember.
I know. I remember bringing that to your mom's house and setting it up.
Yep. We set it up at the kitchen table, and we was rocking ever since. And I just want to say thank you for everything you done for me, Eric, man. You and Nicole, you always been by my side. Even when I was on my knucklehead stuff, you always been by my side. You never gave up on me.
Well,
always, man. And I love y'all. Now you got the girls here, and those my nieces. I love them.
Sure, definitely. The feeling is mutual.
God.
I can't believe it's 20-something years I've known you, more than half your life.
More than half my life, man. You had the same number since I was about 12 years old.
Oh, that's the main reason I did not change my number throughout this whole time. And I knew I wanted to keep it the same because I knew you had it memorized.
Yup.
So I was like, I had to keep it the same just in case my man Reggie called I want to be able to make sure I was always there for him.
And to let everybody know, this Friends of Feeney thing he's doing, this is him, 100%, 100%, authentic, always out to help somebody, always trying to make somebody else's situation better than what it is, always. And I can imagine how he is with the second grade students, man. He always. And I know he can handle them good. He handles the kids from the project just fine.
I appreciate that.
My main man. Always.
And then I'm very proud of you. How you turned it around, and you're training dogs now. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Oh yeah. So right now, I'm training dogs for the Vet Dog Foundation. I'm training dogs for the veterans, for disabled veterans, and we're working on right now. Well, cause due to the COVID, the dogs are gone right now, but I guess in phase 3 they're going to bring the dogs back, and we're going to get back to work. So we're training dogs for veterans. We train dogs with PTSD, bomb sniffing dogs, PSA dogs.
Who's the beautiful black dog in your picture?
Oh, that right there, that's Mikey.
Mikey.
Mikey. He actually went. He actually didn't get go to a veteran because he was a little hyper. So he went and ended up working with DOC. He's like a drug sniffing dog now for Department of Corrections.
Oh, very nice.
Yep.
Remember, in this picture, you have a American Vet Dogs T-shirt.
Oh yeah, yep.
I was like, yo, I want this T-shirt.
Yeah, you can get a T-shirt. You ain't get no damn T-shirt. So you come here, you gonna get some advice. Do the speed limit. That's it. You ain't getting no damn T-shirt.
Oh, you clowned me so hard that day when I was like, hey, can I have a T-shirt?
You get no T-shirt.
You're like, Feeney, there's only one way to get a T-shirt.
There's only one way to get one of those Vet Dog T-shirts. You good on that. Pretty sure you probably go online and find one, but the one I got on, it's only one way for that, brother. And
You have
I'm
1 minute
actually
left.
I'm actually a mentor for a group called Voices. I'm a mentor trying to help brothers stay on track, dealing with their crimes and their situations.
It just said 1 minute. You're going to be able to call back?
Yeah, I'm gonna get with you. I'm gonna call you right back.
All right.
All right.
The caller has hung up.
There he is right here again.
The prepaid collect call from
Reggie.
an inmate at
Osborne Correctional Institution.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charge, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
You?
Yeah.
No, I just explained how they got to go 15 minutes. Why is it 15 minutes? Do you know?
Nah, I don't. I guess that's just the regulations on the phone, eh?
And then the beep all the time. What's that beep about?
That's just recording. They just recording the conversation. Just letting you know that it's being recorded.
Tell them I'm recording it too. Can you hear me? I'm recording too.
Yeah, listen, I'm doing hospice too. You ain't saying that. You ain't talking about the hospice?
No, yeah, talk about that.
I'm doing hospice in here. I'm working with the brothers in here that's, terminally ill before they die, helping them out, cooking for them, cleaning, aiding them, just being by their side so they don't have to go alone.
Yeah, and then sometimes just talking, right? They're
talking to them, just talking. They letting out there. They confess to me. It'd be hard, man. It'd be hard because my first patient's name was Cruz. He didn't die for they had him up there for 60 days. They had him die in 60 days. He didn't die for 3 months. So I got to really build with him and build a bond with him, and it was kind of hard for me.
Man, that must have been really tough because then you get to know him, you form that bond, and then it's like, sorry to hear that. That stinks. I did something like that when I was in the National Guard. I was a medic, and they assigned me to the Veterans Hospital in West Haven. And the same thing, changing some the bed sores. They get bed sores from laying flat on their back so much. Yep.
But you gotta roll them.
Yep.
You gotta turn them every couple hours. You gotta turn them so they won't get the bed sores.
Yep. And then cleaning those out. Oof. That sore is it's not not to be seen. It's like a big, deep pocket, and you fill it with gauze.
Exactly. Because their skin is so super sensitive for standing in the same position for so long.
Yep. And then sometimes those guys would just want to talk, you know, and you just got to be a listening ear, and that is a great relationship to have.
Just want to go, yep. Luckily, we don't have no patients right now. But they're going to have a reception probably around like September. And I'm going to invite you up. You and my mom can come up for the hospice reception. The nurse just told me the other day, so around September.
Yeah, my visitor's pass is completed, and I haven't heard back yet, but I'm sure, obviously, because of the situation we're in now.
Oh, yep. Everything slowed up.
Yeah.
So,
What
any
other
more
picture?
questions?
No. Anybody you want to like shout out or possibly talk about? Like we know we talked about the general Kenny. Here's a picture with him right here. He was awesome. Matt. I was the senior counselor. Matt was my junior counselor. We had a college kid and a high school kid with a group of 10-year-olds. And then this. Hold it up.
And Kitty and Matt, them, like it fit perfect because they watched me grow up. Like they were from the same project I was from. They were from the same neighborhood I was from, and they were just like Feeney. Always encouraged me to do the right thing. Always there for me. Kenny was actually a football star at high school.
Yep, this is Kenny. We called him the general.
Yep. And Matt was just the flyest dude ever.
He was definitely a sharp dresser and a good singer.
Yeah, yep. Those are my guys.
Definitely.
He asks about me all the time.
Definitely gonna have a reunion or a party in October, or whenever you can.
Yep. Gonna be there, and even your friends that you introduced me to when you were your buddy you were going to college with, they were the same.
Oh yeah, we have you at our
Jimmy.
college apartment.
Yep, my man Jimmy. I remember Jimmy. Jimmy used to work at Foot Locker. I remember Jimmy gave me a watch. He gave me this orange watch, and I had that watch for years.
No, you were definitely a part of my life since college. You were at my college dorm, my mom's house. You hung out with me and my girlfriend at the time. She's now my wife.
Yep.
So.
I remember one time I gave Nicole, actually gave her a big scare. One time it was like, this was like 99-2000. Me and my sister was riding our bikes. And instead of looking both ways, we came across the intersection of Columbus and West Street. And I just flew across the street instead of looking both ways. And the car that was coming just so happened to be you and Nicole. And she slammed on the brakes. And you chewed me up the next day.
That was crazy. That was like, of all kids to see jump out in the middle of the road and almost get hit by a car, it's got to be my main man Chicken and his little sister.
That was crazy. You chewed me up the next day. I felt, so you told me Nicole was crying, I felt like a piece of, oh man, it was crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy. I had to write her a letter. I had to write an apology to her. It was crazy.
Learning lesson, though. Didn't you learn?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think I ain't never ride a bike the same since. It was crazy. A bunch of good times, man. And I'm just grateful that God put you into my life. Because that's what happened. God put you into my life and to better my situation. Again, I made mistakes. Had nothing to do with you. But I'm just grateful that you was in my life. And even when you got back in touch with me, I cried, man. I cried. When your daughter wrote me a letter, I cried again. It was like I was just so grateful.
I know, it was funny. What did she write? Some funny things. And I was like 11-year-old, very interested kid. I was like, you know what?
Oh, yeah. She said, hi, Chicken, is that your real name? She said, not to be rude, I never wrote to anyone in jail. What's it like in there? Yes, I can tell, just from the letter, I can tell that she's just like you. I can tell. It's crazy.
No, you were...
Did you show them the Rosie River?
Oh, yeah, they love it. I have it right here. I brought it
Okay.
because right around the corner from Direct Line Media, there's a framing spot. That's where we're going to get it framed, and it's going to hang in the girls' room.
Okay, that's cool.
No, it's beautiful, and it means a lot to me, and you know, you did a great thing for my girls, and I really appreciate that. And the quote is very uplifting and positive. I'm going to read it right now. Great achievement is born of great sacrifice, hard work, and dedication. It is never the result of selfishness. And then on the bottom it says, the sky's the limit.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what you taught me. You taught me that. My mom, you taught me that. Always helping. You're a hard worker. National Guard, elite. You held like 3 jobs in college. It was crazy. It was real crazy. You taught me that. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
And I'm just glad that the girls liked it.
Oh, they love it. They absolutely love it.
Cool. That's cool, man. Thank you for this, man. Thank you for this interview too. This is cool.
No,
So how does it work? Like would you be able to play it back?
Right now we got a video on me and a speaker near your phone. I'm showing pictures as we go, and we're just talking. It's on speaker right now, so you're talking out loud.
Okay.
And you know, I didn't really have an agenda or questions. I just wanted to keep it as authentic as possible.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I just love hearing your voice. I'm just want to make sure that you're always okay. I apologize. It took me a minute. I let the money lapse on the call, but I made sure that won't happen again. So
Yeah.
keep calling.
Shout out to everybody. Make sure you tell Jimmy and everybody I said hi. Your mom, sister, your brother, everybody I said hi and I send my love.
Remember
Make sure everybody's staying safe.
in the middle of your taco eating contest, my brother was like sleeping or taking a nap, and the whole team bum rushed his room and pig piled on him while he was sleeping.
Bum rushed his room. Yep. I remember that too. Yep. That's crazy.
He woke up to 10 kids that he didn't even know on him in his bed.
Yep. Just standing all over him. Yep.
Oh, I was cracking up. I wish I had a camera. I do have a couple pictures of the taco eating contest. I have to have. My mom had this L-shaped table. It's actually at my brother's house.
It was like, yeah, I remember that. I remember it was like a little dining table. Because I was kind of impressed by that too. It was like if you go to a restaurant, like a little booth.
Yeah. Like the corner. It was like the corner seat at McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. Yep.
Yeah,
I remember that table.
it's at my brother's house now. But yeah, I have a picture of you guys eating tacos, peanut butter and jellies. What else? Was it something with meat? Sloppy Joes? Did we do Sloppy Joes or?
Yeah, the egg sandwiches. You used to make the egg sandwiches.
Egg sandwiches.
Egg sandwiches, orange juice, peanut butter jelly. You should give us some orange juice, peanut butter jelly, egg sandwiches before the game. We'll stop by, pick the food up, eat, destroy whatever team we had to play, go back and eat some more.
No, we had a great team. I know we were known as the team from New Haven, the Jets.
Yep.
I remember Nicole.
My sister even joined the team. I remember like the first year we played, and the next year my sister even joined the team.
Yep.
My grandmother just passed in February. My grandmother passed away in February. She was 91 years old. So when they were cleaning her apartment out, she had a trophy from the banquet we had my name on it, flag football, the age and all that. And my mom found the trophy. My mom has it right now in her house.
Oh, nice. That is a great keepsake. You got to hold on to that.
Yeah, my mom found it. I found this trophy for when you were younger playing football for the Jets. And I told her to put it up for me.
I remember one time, you remember like something happened on the field. There was like an altercation. You started beefing with an opponent. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, this little kid named Ryan. I remember. This little kid named Ryan. He was fast. He was kind of fast, too. I'm not going to lie. He was kind of fast, and I was guarding him. But when he came up the line, I kind of hand-checked him. Because this dude was burning me up. I'm not going to lie. He was burning me up. And you kept yelling, because he kept getting behind me. You kept yelling at me. So I'm like, no, I'm not letting this dude get behind me no more. So when I kind of roughed him up a little bit, he didn't like that. He didn't like that. So he started complaining to the ref and all that. And
I remember I had to go on. I had to go on the field, I think, to get you or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. 'Cause I kind of took it there.
Because my buddies were the refs, and they still talk about how they're like, Feeney, you came out there like it was like Bobby Knight, like a crazy coach.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, you were the only one that could get to me. Them refs couldn't handle me. They know what to do. They sitting there like a deer in headlights.
That was true at Leap too. They'd be like, Feeney, get your boy, Feeney,
Yeah.
go get chicken.
Yeah, just like that too. Every time, every single time. I remember we went to Cincinnati. We went to Cincinnati one time, and we went to this pizza place, and we ordered pepperoni pizza, but the pepperoni was under the cheese. It was weird. It was weird. So when the pizza came to the table, I told the lady, I said, listen, I don't know which kind of games you're trying to play. We ordered pepperoni pizza, so you need to go back there and get our pepperoni pizza. She even laughed at me. She even laughed at me. The whole table was laughing. She said, no, sir, the pepperoni's under the cheese. I'm like, hell? It was weird. It was all new to me.
Great learning experiences. I mean, I was so happy to.
All learning experiences. And then the fundraising, we used to fundraise. We hit West Haven Beach up. We hit the Green. Broadway, downtown Yale. It was just fun. Fun days. Spent hours on the beach fundraising for our long journey. We had these competitions too. It's called King of the Woods. When we go camping, we'll go camping for a couple of days in the woods. We had this competition that was called King of the Woods. We could stay out the tent the longest in the woods in the dark with no help.
Oh, yep.
And I used to be the one with all the mouth, and I never won.
It gets lonely out there in the middle of the woods at night.
Crazy out there.
You have 1 minute left.
I'm not staying.
So you got 1 minute left.
Listen, I appreciate y'all. My man at the Luck Iron Media, I appreciate you. It was all love, man. Feeney, I love you. You know that.
I love you too.
And I'm going to get with you later, all right, bro?
Great chatting with you, man. You mean a lot to me, and I thank you for this conversation.
Thank you.
We'll see what happens with it, but I can't thank you enough, and I just look forward to your call next week. I love you.
All right, bet. I love you too, man. Y'all take it easy, all right? Stay safe, bro.
All right.
All right.
The caller has hung up.
All right. I think that went pretty well. Just talking with my buddy Chicken. Love that guy. He means that's my family, 100% family. So I would treat him like a little brother or a son even. So we had some wonderful times. 22 years is really great to still be in connection with him. Hopefully you learned a little bit about him and his struggles and how he's turned it around, and he's going to go and be very positive in his life because he's a wonderful human being. And just thank you again, Direct Line Media. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Leap. Thank you. Leap was a wonderful experience, the best company, my best job. It gave me the experiences, and I lived and learned with 10-year-olds. It was one of the greatest summers of my life, and leads me to being a teacher and just, like he said, just caring for others. Thank you for being here with me. We'll try to do another one with in-studio guest. This is my second podcast, so I'm very excited to do this with a very special guest. So see you next week or in a couple weeks. Take care, everybody.